Hey, let me go ahead and just start off by saying happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, appreciate you guys being in all of these premieres. With that being said, you done already seen that thumbnail and you done read that title and you know just what we doing, right? Today, I'm getting ready to show you just how easy it is to make. Look, this is just a sausage, hash brown breakfast casserole. Now, look, I'm not gonna do all of those cuts like I normally do, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and just start making room. You wanna talk about something that is like super simple? I'm gonna start off by just showing you guys my casserole dish, right? So listen, I'm using a 13 by 9. This is what I'm gonna tell everybody we're gonna start off by doing right here. Look, get yourself some non-stick spray. You can use butter or whatever. Just go ahead and spray the bottoms and the sides. If you get too much, don't worry. You can always take a paper towel, you know what I mean, and just wipe it, wipe it off. Set that here. Now, we're gonna go ahead and start browning our sausage, right? So, let me go ahead and bring my fire up, putting some heat in my pan. This is my sausage right here. Look, I got my seasoning right here. You know, my milk, you saw my spray. We got cheese. And you know what, I'm gonna address this part about cheese. Go ahead and look at that right here. We gotta look at the size of the cheese. Listen, this is already grated. I did this morning, right? But you wanna look at this, look at the size. Look, when it's small like this, it melts much, much better. And as I always tell you guys, grade your own cheese. This way it'll be better without all that waxy, film, right? You know we gotta have that salt and pepper. Look, you know me, I like to use that coarse grind. Look, that's that kosher. And of course, this is, you guys don't know this, but it's smoked black peppercorns inside here. Now listen, before I forget, folks, we gotta talk about the potatoes, right? You can use any type of potatoes you want. These have already been cleaned and, cleaned and dried. And then right here, look, well, you know what kind of eggs we doing. We doing them hen eggs, folks. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and just give this a little jump start. Just a little bit of this infused olive oil, right? I'm gonna go ahead and grab my pork, lay that in there just like that. Then I want you guys to take a look. You can see I'm just starting this right here. Now look over here in my dishwater right here. Look, always keep some soapy water nice and hot because I wash my dishes as I go. That's always gonna be a pro tip, folks. Wash your dishes as you cook. Okay, so look, as we starting to brown, our pork, right? I'm gonna go ahead and take listen, we're gonna go ahead and multitask, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. I'm gonna use the big side of this, and we're gonna go ahead and start shredding our potatoes. I know, folks, I don't ever just, when I shred my potatoes, I don't, peel them. You know what I mean? I be careful. You know what I mean? Make sure my hand don't get caught in none of these grates. You know what I mean? Because some people scared of that mandolin, but look, you could be scared of this grater too. So now you want to get yourself one of these, right? This right here breaks it up real nice. And for those of you guys that are using them non-stick Teflon pans, this right here won't scar it or break none of that up, and you don't have to ingest it, right? I'm using hex clad, which you can use metal utensils in here because these are not how they're made, with that coating. But this right here helps me break it up, right? As you see. If you guys come on in here and take a look at this right here, look at this right here. I just break it down into small pieces. Look, it makes it easier and it gets you more coverage once you put these on top of these hash browns, right? In the casserole. And over here, you can see the final result. You see that right there? Ooh-wee, that's him there. And look, the reason I showed you guys this way, because a lot of times we always want to use like the frozen hash browns, right? Now you got some extra potatoes, you start using that. And speaking of extra, come here and take a look at this right here. You can open up your refrigerator and you can figure out whatever you have in here, you can probably put that in there. That's what I love about these type of recipes. So look, I had some tomatoes that was left over. I don't know if I'm gonna incorporate these or not, but I'm gonna pull those out, right? Here's a bell pepper. Oh, and check this out. I got some finely diced onions. When they finely diced like this, listen, this right here really releases the flavor. So we'll take these three, take these down, and start adding this to this right here. Right, so let me just, right, and then now I'm gonna go ahead and just add some onion to this, right? I don't know, it ain't no such thing for me about it's too much, you know what I mean? The only thing I can tell you is you didn't put enough, right? So this is really up to you. These are just like level ups, folks. And then we just start working this in too, letting this break down. I always tell you I like to put my onion in there a little bit, early before I put anything else. Look at that right there. This is all a level up, folks. And we cooking with whatever we have in there, you know, inside of our refrigerator. We do it so that way when we go back to the store, we start all over with fresh. So now that you saw me break those down, I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding my bell pepper. There is no amount. I'm gonna tell you guys do what you like. For me, I love veggies. You know what I mean? So there is, again, they like onion. I can't have enough of it. And don't forget, when you cook them, you know what I'm saying, they start to saute and cook down. They get smaller, but we want to release those flavors and make this even more over the top. All right, so now we just give this a, you know, quick mix. I'm gonna let this cook down just a little bit. It'll finish up once I get this in the oven. But this right here, you guys tell me. I know you can, I know some of y'all saying, put some of them tomatoes in there. Can do that. You can sprinkle them over the top. Matter of fact, let's put some in there. Now that we're talking about it, right? Flavor, folks. And because our, you know, our sausage was nice and seasoned already, right? There's no need for me to really hit it with nothing else. I'm not going to add no salt to it. Listen, because we all watching our salt intake. Low sodium is the way to go. Need to put that on a t-shirt. But check this out. You know I'm finna bring this to the party. Look at that. I know some of y'all saying right now, ooh wee, AB, go ahead and get them tortilla shells ready. We finna make some tacos. I got a cold little mix I can put together with this right here. But the whole purpose of this is, listen, we doing breakfast right now, but it's to get everybody to think how, you know, how you want to get down, you know, moving forward in the future. You know what I mean? Get your mind thinking like, okay, I got this in there. The ultimate goal is to open up your refrigerator and try to be able to create 10 dishes out of whatever you got in your refrigerator. Okay, so look, the rest of this is real easy. You can see we only got eggs, we got seasoning, you know what I mean? We got heavy whipping cream, and then we got cheese, right? So it's a no-brainer. Look, get yourself a bowl. You wanna have a bowl big enough, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and crack these. I know all y'all saying right now, hey, don't crack those, AB. Make sure they right. Crack them in a separate bowl for you. Listen, I live in a big city. Nothing gets by these people out here at these grocery stores. So let me get these cracked. We're gonna get them whipped. We're gonna put all of the seasoning in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and assemble. You can put a little bit of this in there. I really can't tell you to taste that, you know, when it's raw like that, right? Let me go ahead and drop that in there. Let's get them eggs, them yolks broke. And I gotta bring my buddy to the party. You know, when you're dealing with eggs, you got to add a little salt to it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it just a couple of pinches, right? And you know we gotta have that too. Yes, we do. This is how we're gonna do this. And I like to set mine up so it makes sense to myself, especially if you're new, right? So I'm gonna do it like this, because this is how we're gonna layer this, right? Look, hash browns, sausage, cheese, and then we're gonna pour, right? Real simple. So now I'm gonna work with my hands, folks. I'm gonna just go ahead and just start putting some of these hash browns on the, you know, just like this. You just wanna layer it. Hash browns, now we're finna come with the sausage, all right? Look at this right here. Can you guys smell what I'm cooking right now? Remember how I went in there and got my tomatoes out, right? Found some onions, another raise, a level up, right? Now I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below, what would you do to take this even more so over the top? Check it out. Now we got that cheese. Remember the size, because we want it to melt just right, right? Like to make sure it get a little bit of everywhere. Then we're gonna tie it all together, you know, with that, with our egg mixture, right? You know what, I'm gonna save a little bit of this back. You know why? Because we're gonna do that ooh-wee at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet, because this right here make your spidey sense tingle. Look at that right there. Now you can see it, when we put it in this oven, this is gonna make the egg mixture, you know, set, tie it all together and make it a little bit on the firm side, right? So check this out. I'm gonna cover this with some foil. I'm gonna ask you guys and let me know down in the comment section below too. Do you know the answer to this? Hey, you know, have you ever noticed that foil come on two sides? Which side do you use and which side just goes up at the top? Talk to me, folks. I might as well go ahead and tell you because you're gonna get a chance to see, you know, you're gonna see me do it anyway. Look, the shiny side, the pretty side, we call that the money side, that goes to the top. The dull side, that goes towards your food. Okay, now that we got this covered, look, I should have told you guys in the beginning, look, we want to have 375 degrees. Obviously, I'm already preheated and ready to go. So look, I'm getting ready to open this up. We're gonna put this in here. I'm gonna set a timer for 40 minutes, and then we're gonna take a look at it again, folks. Just stick this in like this. Say goodbye to it for 40 minutes. Okay, so look, we've been in here, look, 40 minutes, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and take this. I don't have my other, I'm finna get down like we do. Hey, what this remind y'all of? Granny, come on, Granny. You know she had that over her shoulder and did everything like I'm doing. All right, so look, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the top. Look at that right there, folks. Tell me that right there ain't fire. Literally, you can look at that. If that ain't hot, I don't know what is, folks. You see the bell pepper. You can't see the onion, but you can see that tomato. But anyway, before I, start patting myself on the back, let's just go ahead and put this in here like this. Now we finna let this go in here and stay in here for another 20 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna look at it in about 15 minutes, but 20 minutes max, we wanna go ahead and brown and crisp up that top. Okay, so look, I got my light on. I can look in the inside of that. I'm gonna pull this out right here. Look at that right there, folks. That right there tell me she's ready. Now I'm gonna give me a toothpick before I remove it. Since we had some egg in there, you just wanna drop one in here somewhere like that. Get it in there, make sure I hit the bottom, which I did. And then I'm just gonna bring it up like that. You see that right there? You see how clean that is? That tell me that the egg has set, folks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just remove this, from the oven. Just in case y'all missed it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it just like that. Look at that right there, folks. I know. Let me just put it out there again for you. You could push it, there's no wiggle to it. We done checked it, toothpick comes out clean. I actually checked it on each one of these corners. You saw me check it in the middle. The middle is where I'd be worried. You know what I mean? But listen, now I'm finna let this sit up and then we go from there.